Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka Neural Net Games, and today I am bringing you my Spellblade build. This is my most powerful deck, and it's the best for ranking up. So if you're looking for a way to rank up super quick, this is definitely the deck for you. It hits ridiculously hard, and we're at the end of the season here. So this is the last day of, Midnight Hunt Standard. And so I am bringing you just a super tuned deck. This is a super tuned deck. Everybody's going to be playing, super tuned decks at this point in standard ranked. And so, you don't always want to be just brewing at this time of year because everybody's out there mostly running decks that they've perfected. And this is the deck that I've perfected. It's got my own unique recipe, my own unique blend of cards. It's pretty similar to some other mono white decks, but it's just tuned to exactly how I like it, how I like to play. And I think the ratios in it are just perfect. So if you need a deck to just crush your way through Platinum, Diamond, and in Mythic, this is it. Guaranteed. Make sure you watch the gameplay. You're going to see me just rampage on people, like full on rampage. It's not even fair. And I call it my Spellblade build because it sounds cool. Okay? Deal with it. I like the name. It's got a Blade Historian. It's got an Elite Spellbinder. And I like fantasy. I love Wheel of Time and stuff like that. So Spellblade sounds cool for me. Anyways, too much talking. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you try the deck. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because I'm putting out deck vids every single day. And tomorrow is the start of Crimson Vow. And I am going to be cranking out new Crimson Vow decks. And they're going to be sick. So make sure you hit that little bell so that notifications are on so that you are notified when I put out content. Okay, let's start with it. Portable Hole, great for turning the early game, exile something with mana value 2 or less. Nobody ever gets the Portable Hole. Nobody ever gets it, hardly ever. You can Portable Hole somebody else's Portable Hole though. Just Stonebinders gets tougher when you exile stuff. We got Brutal Cathar to exile. We got Elite Spellbinder to exile. We have Skyclave Apparition to exile. We have Sungold Sentinel to exile. Exile. Usher the Fallen. 2/1, 1-drop, pretty good. You can boast when you have extra mana, which you don't often have, but this can be useful if you're playing around some wipes and stuff to just build up your board state when they've got a Blood on the Snow or they've got a Meat Hook and you don't want to commit your Intrepid Adversaries, your Sungolds, your Luminarchs because you're getting wiped fairly soon. And so you just put the pressure on with these guys. That's kind of their number one job. Intrepid Adversary pumps up everything else. A lot of you have seen this. Anyone who's, grinding their way through the ranks sees a deck similar to this quite a bit. Luminarch, one of the most powerful 2-drops in the game. Sungold Sentinel. This card is amazing in the mirror. So when you see like those Code Spell Cleric decks and, what's the one? The Luminous Phantom or whatever. I can't remember what. And then we've got the little First Strike guy. This is great for in the mirror because the Coven is really easy to pull off for us. And then you get hexproof. And so you can also protect your Sungold Sentinels from people attacking them or whatever, and hexproof and protection from the color, or sorry, it's not protection. It's can't be blocked by creatures of that color. So you can protect them and get through any other mono deck to get those last few points of damage. This card is actually super key. It is so much better than you think. Brutal Cathar is awesome. And don't forget that as you switch back from night to day, from day to night, whatever, you can keep snagging cards with this. So just make sure you're paying attention to that when you have it out, because sometimes you can get 2. I've gotten up to 3 creatures with 1 Brutal Cathar by switching back and forth between night and day and really paying attention to double spelling today and no spelling tonight. Remember that. Double spell D today, no spell tonight. Elite Spellbinder, stop them from playing their big cards. Really great for mono black against Izzet turns. Azorius Control, it's good against almost everybody. Reidane, also slow down those decks. Memory Deluge now costs 6. Blood on the Snow costs 8. Adeline, just great for putting on huge pressure. And the fact that it's 4 toughness makes it fairly difficult to deal with for burn decks. Skyclave, get rid of something, exile, pump up, Stonebinders. We have Legion Angel, and this card is so beast mode. You can just run people over. We've got 3 in our sideboard, and as you cast it, you just keep bringing them in from the sideboard. So essentially it gives you 63 cards, but you only have to work with 60. So good. And then here's what I do a little bit differently. It's the Blade Historian. The Blade Historian, attacking creatures you control have double strike. This can turn the game instantly for you when you get into a bit of a stalemate, like board state wise. Maybe somebody's held you off. Maybe they have some shambling gas or something like that. And all of a sudden you play this guy, you roll in, you strike for lethal because you've doubled your board state damage output. So this is one card I don't see in this deck a lot, and I think is actually key to turn the game. And usually when you turn the game, you've got to be, 15, 20 cards deep. Sometimes even with this deck, you get into matchups where, you can't close out right away. And this is the card that wins those, 15 card, 20 card deep matchups for you. Then 19 snow-covered plains and 4 Faceless Havens. These win as many games for you as any card. They're so good. Love them. Crucial in this deck. So yeah, this is my deck I use when I want to rank up really fast, and it just hits so hard. It's one of those things where, yeah, maybe it's not the #1 original deck ever, but you got to watch the gameplay coming up because it's just so fun at times to just steamroll people. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video, watch all the gameplay, and I just want to say thanks so much for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks to my viewers, to my subscribers. I couldn't do it without you, and let's get to it. Okay, we're on the play with a beast mode hand. Opponent is going to have their hands full. We can just curve out into one more land here on turn 4. It's going to be hard for pretty much anyone to deal with. Yep, especially that. I'm going to put it here. And we just got to watch out for a meat hook, right? We want to stay ahead of a meat hook. Okay, that's fine. That's why we put the counter on the Usher. And then this is going to slow them down drastically. That's going to make their Blood on the Snow take more, their Crippling Fear, all that good stuff. They get a Skullport out. We can go Luminarch or Legion Angel. I think we're going to go Legion Angel because the only way they can get to us right now is with a big meat hook. And they can get to 3 next turn, potentially. Maybe that's a case for playing the Stonebinders and the Luminarch first. Nah, I think I'm just going to go for max damage here. Well, max damage this turn is actually, if I play a Luminarch, put a counter here and attack, we get 6 in. We have lethal pretty quick after that. Yeah. And I think I just want to boast here. It's as good as the Stonebinders just about. And this will slow them down on card draw. Okay. Boast. And if they have a meat hook, then we'll just start spamming afterwards. We'll start spamming Legion Angel. Oh, they go Skullport again. And they scoop. And the power. The power. Okay, on the play again. Pretty good. We got to grow into it, but we can have 3 creatures by turn 2, so I guess we're going to go Usher here because we can't exile anything yet. Good old Usher the Fallen. We're against mono green. We need to draw stuff here quickly. We need to draw our 3rd land badly. Like badly, because here comes a werewolf pack. Oh, they only get the sculptor. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad right now. No point in playing the dog right now. See if they sack. Let's boast. Bad, 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 bad. Bad for us not to draw our land there. This can be big trouble right now. They start playing troll, something like that, and things can get bad for us quickly if we can't get to this Skyclave. We may, depending on what they play, we may go Adeline Skyclave, though. Yeah, there's the pack leader. Starts becoming a problem here pretty quickly. Ranger class, yeah. See, not being able to have that third turn play. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do? If we play a Skyclave, we take out their werewolf pack leader and we get a pumped up Stonebinders, right? If we play an Adeline, we get to attack. We get a 1/1 white human creature, and we kind of shovel our guys into death here, right? I think we're gonna go wide and not attack. Maybe they have a Blizzard Brawl, but that's okay. We have a blocker. Yeah, we're gonna go no attacks and go wide here. Skyclave, whatever their biggest threat is, and strike for over half lethal. Yeah. They leveled up. That's really good because that means no troll is coming. Yeah, that's the only problem, I guess. Oh, come on. 2 Blizzard Brawls? Really? It's a bit ridiculous, don't you think? Oh. That couldn't have been more perfect for them. See, the 1 turn of slowdown made our life very difficult. So the question is here. Do we Skyclave the pack leader? I think we have to, because otherwise they just start drawing way too many cards. We keep back a chump blocker. Yeah, let's get their pack leader here. And we get to strike for... So they can get up to 6. We're going to keep 1 chump blocker back. Okay, they get their 5th land. Yeah, that's okay. Do I sacrifice here, though? And okay, so if I attack next turn, if I get a snow covered, I can attack with a Faceless Haven. They block the Faceless Haven. I'm not going to double block because they could have an inscription here. I think we're just going to go like that. I don't think we need to go the other way. We don't. Yeah, 3, 5, 7. We don't have lethal anyways. That's a good card. So it is trample as well. What do we want to do here? So they have 12 on board. So really, I would need to block with at least 3, at least 4. Elite Spellbinder takes 1 card out of their hand. I wish I could have grabbed that, had that 1 turn earlier. That 1 turn of no mana is the difference in this game. Let's go like that. I guess. Okay, so all they have is a Kazandu Mammoth. So we get a 3/3 there. Attacking doesn't really get us anywhere, so we can't attack yet. We do have enough to kill their Battle Mammoth. Hopefully they drew a land there. They did have another land in their hand. This is a problem too, so we're going to have to get going pretty quick here. We can kill their Battle Mammoth, right? Stonebinders and Usher of the Fallen, we would still take 1 damage. And then what would we do next turn? I'm surprised they didn't play this. I feel like they have the advantage right now. They're thinking hard. Okay, we get a 7/6. So the question is, can we kill them next turn? So we have 2 attackers. We have 5. We have 6 potential damage. What if we get the Faceless Haven? They block 4. They block 6. We get 2, 4, 8 only, right? And we have to deal with the Mammoth. I think we have to gamble here and hope they don't have an Inscription of Abundance. What if we just let it through, right? And that, I know I talked about that before, but they can basically, we only have 7. We can hit them with 7, 8 only, and then we're dead the next turn. Two, 5, 7. Even if they have a snake skin, it's still dead. Okay, there's our land. So we can go Stonebinders and Luminarch. We can go Reidane and Stonebinders. So the Reidane can block this, right? Well, they could go 3/3. I think we're going to go Stonebinder and Luminarch. Ah, it's so close, though. The problem is the Ranger class, right? They get to put a counter when they attack, making everything more difficult. We're going to go here. That way it makes it more difficult for them to attack. Although I don't know if I will block. We'll see what they do here. They will have lethal if they attack and power up and I don't block, right? Okay. Wow, that's a lot of things. Wow, what a nice, like, they pulled 3 creatures. That's going to be the game for us. I don't think there's any way we can win. What can we pull that could allow us to win? There's 1 card. No, we don't have the mana for it. We're going to concede. Okay, it's good enough. Bit awkward, no turn 2 play, but if it's against a control deck, we're in okay shape with a couple Spellbinders. Yep, good against this deck. Definitely good against this deck. Pretty slow here, but no, they want us to attack. We're definitely not trading there. No chance. Another eye twitch. That's fun. Okay. We're going straight to Spellbinder. This will allow us to really play our Legion Angels super effectively too. They're a couple turns behind us. This allows them to ramp into this. We're going to take that. They want to block. Oh, they don't want to block? What? What? I guess they just think it's better to hold back on that. Okay. What do I do here? Let's Elite Spellbinder again. And let's get the Predator. And then they're one turn away from the Regent, right? And we have a Skyclave for the Immersturm. Let's Elite Spellbinder again. See if they have anything. We're going to go a little wide here. We can go... We have a Skyclave, but I think we're going to save that for Immersturm Predator. Yeah, they can play their Celestis. Oh, okay. We can do that too. Okay, so is it Luminarch? Or is it Skyclave? I think it's time for Skyclave and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah. Because here's what'll happen. We have a pretty strong board now, right? Yes, they can block with their eye twitches, but they won't have anything to use for the necrotic fumes. They won't have anything to sack for their Immersturm Predator, and they're pretty much dead. Scoop! See you later! Ooh! Okay, we're on the draw. This hand is fine, though. On the draw is tougher with this deck. It's damn near unstoppable on the play, but on the draw, not quite as good. We do have a portable hole and a Stonebinder's next turn. Hopefully they only have single burn. Hopefully they're not playing a Cinderclasm here. I still think we just go for it here. It's kind of insane, but... In this deck, like, if you just wait too long, you're gonna lose. I mean, most other decks can overcome you at some point. You have basically no card draw. You have mostly small creatures that take a little bit to get going. Like, if you have a Luminarch or something, right, it takes a little bit to get going. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I guess they don't have enough to kick it, but I can't exile anything. I don't know what kind of deck this is. I guess I'm going to go for a Reidane. Reidane doesn't let me see their hand or anything. I guess I'm going for an Adeline here. Adeline's pretty tough to kill for them. I mean, Thundering Rebuke can do it, but it's not at instant speed. Demon Bolt, they could have a Demon Bolt. They can't get it with any sort of Cinderclasm, though. Okay, they're Rakdos. Snow Rakdos. So we're 2 away from a Blood on the Snow. They don't have 2 up for a Meat Hook. I just want them... Okay, that's not what I want them to play. That's annoying. Okay, that's really good. Or we can go Intrepid here. So either way, we get extra damage. But what's the best way for us? This just gets +1/+1. Portable Hole and Reidane is better. Because they can't block with the eye twitch and go get something, right? And we pump up all our Stonebinders. Yeah, they know it. Yeah, and they scoop. Okay, we're on the draw. Ooh, little slow. No turn 1 play. I believe we have 7 turn 1 plays in here. 8 turn 1 plays? I can't remember if I have 4 Stonebinders and 4 Ushers. Okay, 4th land. That's good in some ways, bad in others. Oh, don't play white. Do not play white. Oh, it's Azorius control, and we've got such a slow start. We're gonna have a hard time. We're gonna have a really hard time getting there here. I'll probably. Well, maybe not. They played 2 snow-covered islands, no plains, and it is snow. Maybe it's like a Delver deck here. Could be some sort of Delver deck. These guys are a real pain. I'm going Luminarch right now. Usually this kind of deck, if it's the kind of deck I'm thinking of, doesn't have a ton of kill spells. Could be like a snow-covered Delver deck. I've got one. Go and look for it. It's a pretty decent deck, actually. You're using these guys, Suspicious Stowaways, and you're using Delver of Secrets. And you've got a bunch of instants, a bunch of Fading Hopes, a lot of control. And then usually you're using like a Ascendant Spirit, the snow-covered one that you can pump up and make a 2/3. Then you make it a 4/4. Then you can add counters. It becomes flying. And it's just very good overall. What do we go for here? Brutal Cathar? We can't double spell to turn it back to day, unfortunately. Even if we wait a turn, we can't double spell. I already played my land, didn't I? Damn it. Damn you, brain in your auto land playing. Let's see if they have something to counter it. Usually they're going to run some counters in here too. See if they have, yeah. It's exactly the deck I was thinking of. We have damage, but they can get going pretty good here. It's kind of a mistake to not have played the Faceless Haven. These guys are just so good. They can't double spell though. Lots of times in this deck, they're just going to sit back and keep drawing cards and just kind of pick away at you while they keep you shut down. So I think we have to double play here. So we're going to go Luminarch first. I didn't play my Faceless Haven again, did I? What is going on with me right now? I'm too busy yammering away. Okay. So we're actually going to wait now. No, we're going to play Sungold. Then we can double spell next turn. I can't remember. Yeah, we did cast it, so it should still turn it back. There's nothing. It doesn't really matter. This is, yeah, okay. It looks to me like they're too heavy on counters in here. And they're running, yeah. I guess we don't know for sure, but 2 counters a reject even is probably even more than you want. And then we can start. I can actually get my Faceless Haven out. It's not like I would have been able to play it anyways. It doesn't really matter, but it's just habits. Get into the right habits. The littlest amounts of damage can make a big difference. Like, there's been so many games. What are they? Behold the Multiverse, maybe? So they know spell there. So we are going to double spell again. I don't think they have Jawaris in here. There's that Faceless Haven. I missed it again. I'm talking too much. See if they have some more counters here. We'll double spell it back. They can't stop us from double spelling it back, but. Wow. They're running way too many counters in here. That's too many counters. It's too many counters. I can tell. Unless they had just an insanely bizarre draw. They don't have anything here. They don't have anything that has, what's the word I'm looking for? Flashback, holy. They just keep attacking. Makes sense. They're just going to dig for stuff that, works for them, right? They're going to start getting rid of lands. Yeah. That's exactly what I would do. There's our Faceless Haven. We get a Stonebinders. I don't think there's any point in holding back here. You know what? There is a point to double spell. We can boast. They don't have any board wipes in here, though. Yeah. Okay. See if they get enough. We have 3, 5, 7, 8. We do technically have lethal here if they can't stop us at all. I mean, it would be highly unlikely that they couldn't stop us, but this deck can work pretty good, but they need less counters in it, I would say. Too many counters is just ridiculous because you get in these spots where you're behind in board position and you start drawing counters and they just get you nowhere. Right? So the Ascendant Spirit can pump itself up. So because we have 2 Faceless Havens, we can play. Normally, if you had another land, you would want to attack with your Faceless Haven and stuff first. And the question is, yeah, I mean, we have to go for the Elite Spellbinder here. There's no point in not going for it. We still have enough to attack with the Faceless Haven. And we will just go all in here. Yeah, they're too heavy on counters. Now, because they countered that, they can't pump up their spirit. And now we get to pump up our Spellbinder. Stonebinders. Come on, James. Too many binders and spells and similar names. Yeah, you're in a very tough position, my friend. You have to block the Faceless Haven and you still... Okay. You have 1 Fading Hope. You take the Usher of the Fallen. They take nothing. So, they have 3 cards in hand. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have 5 attackers next turn. They have 3 life. So we have lethal. The best they can do is block 1, 2 creatures. Oh, they are going for it. How much do they have in their hand, or have they just miscalculated? Oh, they get their own Faceless Haven. That's good for them. See what we get here. They can't pump the Ascendant Spirit and play this, though. Right? They can pump it once. So they're going to be able to get a 2/3. They play a Delver. So now they can't pump and Faceless Haven, which I think is kind of foolish for them. So we play a Luminarch here. Yeah, we can't double attack with our Faceless Havens. And we're going to put this on the Usher of the Fallen. Yep. Just because, yeah. We want to be able to kill their Faceless Haven. Just in case, right? So what are they going to do here? Maybe they get the Luminarch. I mean, it doesn't really help them right now, though, so it's not really a huge target. Okay. Not a good card to have in this deck. Not a good card to have in this deck at all. I mean, none of this really matters, but just in case they have the one that can reshuffle cards back in and somehow this game goes some... I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't really know what they can do here. They're in a bad spot. Yep. But we have them out Faceless Haven. Not according to my wife. Yeah, you have to prevent 3 damage. You have 3. So you go on the strongest things. I get 1 through and you have no more creatures. 'Tis the way. It's not really super complicated here. One, two, three, four, 5. This feels like one of those moves where they just do it and then they scoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They consider. Okay. That's not the card they wanted right there. I don't see how they can do anything here. Yeah. Good game. On the draw, great hand. Pretty deadly hand because we get to power up and reduce their board state on turn 3. And that's going to be really bad for them. Keepable. Definitely keepable. All right, it's Elmo's World. What do you got? All right, we got another blue deck. Yeah, the algorithm's on a blue kick right now. That's not really how it works, but... When in doubt, blame the client. Blame Magic the Gathering Arena for your problems, for stupid things that happen to you, for the shuffler, for anything else. That's what I like to do. Are we actually going to play like another Delver deck or something like that last one? Their Delver deck was 2 heavy encounters. If you build a Delver deck, you must balance it very closely. Like maybe 3 or 4 counter spells and 4 divide by 0, because divide by 0 is something that can be useful later on as well. Yeah, they Fading Hope 2 things. So the question is, Usher the Fallen and Stonebinders or Luminarch? And the question and the answer is 2 things against this deck, in my opinion. And if they have a Jwari or something, whatever. It's not Delver, though. It's Lava. It's Lava Glide Pathway, which means it could be Izzet turns. Izzet turns is always running Fading Hope. And so they usually don't run Cinderclasm. Yeah, it's the dragon. Okay, it's Izzet Dragons. Okay. Okay, we're going to save our Brutal Cathar. And we have a Skyclave, but Skyclave is not nearly as good. So we're going to go Luminarch Aspirant here. We're going to put it on the Stonebinders. We're going to spread our counters out probably, although it depends on where they are mana-wise and things like that. See if they can pull a Memory Deluge here. We are going to go straight to the Intrepid Adversary. We're going to auto pay. Yeah, they go for the Memory Deluge. So what makes the most sense? Do they have a burn down the house? They always run, I think, well, I shouldn't say always. Lately, they're running 1 or 2 burn down the house in this deck. Okay. I think we're just going to spread it out here just to play against Divide by Zero. And Fading Hope, I think, is just better overall. If they have a burn down the house, they just burn it all down anyways. We could only get Stonebinders to 4. And we have to get to 6 to stop burn down the house. But let's see what they actually got here. They haven't foretold anything, so they probably don't have all runs. Although I don't think they've really had a chance to foretell it, have they? We're in a pretty good position, but we're pretty vulnerable because neither of these are very useful. The only thing this is useful against is the egg. Oh, they go for it. They have a burn down the house then. I'd almost guarantee it. Why else would you go for it? Or they have the dragon. They have a gold span. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get an Adeline. What do we get to here? I think I'm going to put it on Adeline. Maybe we can keep it out of range of a Dragon's Fire. Right? And we're only 1 turn away from putting it out of range of a burn down the house. Although it probably won't matter. Either they're going to survive and get rid of it, or they're not going to survive. It's a bit risky because if they do have a burn down the house, we get wiped pretty well. They don't. Can't always play around everything, right? I think it's more likely they have a Fading Hope or Divide by Zero and we keep our board pumped up. We're on the play. Beast mode. This is good. This is a good hand. The only problem is we don't very often want an Intrepid Adversary as the turn 2 play. But they do nothing. So that's actually really fantastic for us. And if they do play their Shambly Boy or their Twitch here, we will Portable Hole it. Or no, we won't. No, we won't. That would be dumb. We will play an Elite Spellbinder. It's close, but I think actually Elite... It depends. If we have another 2-mana play and a Portable Hole, that's also very good. Because then turn 3, we can Skyclave whatever they put out, and we've, put serious damage on them at that point. And we could work ourselves into a turn 3. Ooh. They didn't do anything. So we are going to Elite Spellbinder here. Fair enough. Okay, Westgate, Emergent Sequence. That's actually really bad against us. So is the Meat Hook. They don't have any more land. So they get to 3 land, right? I actually think this is the worst card against us. We'll make them... We essentially get rid of it by doing that, because by the time they get to play it, we're already going to be through what we need to do. This is going to be bad for them because I'm going to kill that land. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, so we could go Stonebinders, but we're going to go Adeline here because they can't get to it with the Meat Hook for a while. And we're going to start putting some good damage on. This is really bad for them. We can Portable Hole, we can Skyclave, we can Brutal Cathar, We really want to get our Stonebinders out first, though, and start pumping it up. So they get to a 2-point meat hook, which kills their own island. Swamp. Why did you say island, James? The blueness of it. That's why. Got me some slack here. I'm talking and thinking at the same time. I'm not very good at that. See, I just stopped right there. Oh, interesting. They're going to be really upset here. So do we portable hole or Skyclave? Skyclave gets us better board state, but they can do a... If they get another land, they can wipe the board for 4. Right? Yeah, we're going to go wide here. We're going to kill their swamp to slow them down on the wipe against Adeline. I think I actually want to portable hole it. Because if they can still wipe the other stuff. Oh. Nope. I thought I would be able to get that. Why can't I get that? Oh, it has no mana cost, you dumb. They're still in really bad shape. I don't know what I'm thinking. Of course, it has to have mana cost for that. 2 or less. And it's a land. Oh, God. They 3-point meat hook. We Elite Spellbinder. We attack with a Faceless Haven and Adeline to get 6. Yeah, that's totally fine. I don't, you know what? I want to do this instead. It's so close. So if we play an Elite Spellbinder, they're still dead next turn and we can take whatever they need here. It's better. Grakmaw is good. They have another meat hook, but they can only 2-point meat hook. They have a Westgate Regent, which is kind of a pain, but we can take care of any creature. So we're going to go meat hook. They're dead. It's over. Any creature they play is going to die. Sorry, Grakmaw. Watch my Grakmaw Skyclave Ravager video. It's my #1 video of all time, and it's friggin' amazing. They're at 6. Yeah, let's just Skyclave it. Scoop! Didn't play super well. Kind of made a dumb mistake with the portable hole, but it's okay.